My name's Carey James Gotro. I grew up in Gonzales, Louisiana. I was raised Catholic. My parents, I wouldn't say made me go to Catholic Mass, but I knew it was kind of like expected. You're supposed to confirm or not confirm, say you want to be a Catholic or not. And I decided not to confirm. So from that point on, I was kind of whatever. I never planned on going to college until about 3 months before I was going to graduate. I got a few interests from schools for me to play soccer. And then it was like, oh, I could go to college and play soccer? Cool, let's do that. I met this guy named Thomas Lambert, and he would become my future roommate and my best friend. And he was like an all-out Christian. Like, he would tell everybody about Jesus, and he was like super proud of it. But he just talked about his faith all the time, just naturally. It was like just one of his things. Just like we would say, like, "Oh yeah, I'm an Orlando City fan." He'd be like, "I'm into this Jesus guy." I'm a Jesus fan. And that kind of started to make me curious, I guess. So when I went to church with Thomas, I saw Brooke there. I was introduced to her friend Rachel, and they were all super Christians, I would say. That was my view of them at first, was like super Christians, because I had never encountered people like this. One night, we went to the music theater, and it was supposed to be locked. It was not locked. We went in there, all the lights were turned off and everything. There was like a spotlight on stage that was just shining on a piano. And one of the girls that we were with started playing piano, and they all started singing worship songs. And Rachel started praying for people, and she began to pray for me specifically. And I couldn't stop crying, and I didn't know why, and I was just kind of confused, and I think that I don't know what, something snapped or changed inside of me like at that moment, because I had never had somebody specifically start praying for me and for my soul, and I didn't know what that meant, but I wanted something like, at that moment I was like, I want Jesus now. I want what these guys have. I know what's missing in my life now, and it's Jesus. I dried my tears and everything, so nobody would know what happened or that they influenced me in any way. But that night, I asked Tom to pray for me. I told him what happened and how I felt about it, and that I wanted Jesus in my life, and I didn't know exactly what that meant, but I wanted it. And he prayed for me. About a month after I became a Christian, I went to a Hillsong United concert, which is a worship band. We play a lot of their music at H2O. The pastor of Hillsong, he said, "Some of you want to be rock stars, but you're going to be worship leaders." And I leaned over to Brooke and I said, he was talking directly to me. That's it.